Hey guys, it's Tom. Welcome back to my channel where I track my journey to 100k invested in my dividend portfolio. It's time for another monthly update. We will check out the dividends I received in August. Last time, actually, I had my very best dividend month ever. In July, I received triple digits for the first time. So check that out if you want. Today we are looking at August dividends.
Money, money, money in my pocket. Money, money, I know how to count it. Money, money, money in my...
Alright, before we have a look at the dividends, let's quickly do a portfolio overview. I'm sitting at 25,718 euros at the moment, so almost at 26k. Really happy with the progress. And I'm doing a lot of shifting around at the moment in the portfolio. I already sold 2 positions recently. One was Vici, the REIT. I sold with a 4% gain. And also Main Street Capital, I sold with a 48% gain. I really like these stocks still, but due to tax reasons, I have to pay tax twice. Basically, so there's the US withholding tax for all US stocks, of course, and then I have to pay taxes again here in Austria, so that really hurts my earnings potential. So I will sell out of most of the US single stocks, and I will keep my ETFs mostly because they are UCITS listed here in Europe, and there is no withholding tax for the US. So that's way better for me going forward. That's why I'm loading up on these ETFs. And I will, as I said, sell most of these positions remaining here, like Kroger, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson. These are all great companies, but yeah, like I explained, due to tax reasons, most of them will go. Maybe I will keep some of them, like I really love Google, Microsoft, Amazon, like these stocks here. I really like them, and they're also still great growth stocks, although they pay a dividend, so probably we'll keep some of those. We will see, but that's what's going on in the portfolio at the moment. I'd say we jump into the dividends, but before we do that, let's jump into the comments and let me know which dividends you received in August and what was your best month. How's your journey going so far? Let me know down in the comments and consider subscribing. In August, I received 6 dividends. Compared to July, it was a slower month, but year over year, there's still good progress, so I'm happy. Let's look at the first one. First payment came from JP Morgan, the global version. That's the covered call ETF. And they paid me €8.32, which brings my monthly total to the same amount, of course. Looking at the performance of this one over the last year, they're down 6.4%. Year to date, 7.6%. But I buy this one, of course, mostly for the dividends. Let's look at my holding. I have 131 shares. They paid me so far 78 euros in dividends, and I'm down only 2%, but with dividends included, I'm already in the green with this position, so all good. My second JP Morgan ETF, the Nasdaq edition, paid me on the same day. They have a little bit higher yield. They paid me 16 euros 62 cents, bringing my monthly total to 24 euros 94. Looking at the performance over the last year, pretty similar to the global version, down 6%. And year to date, they got hit pretty hard, down almost 12%. Looking at my position, I'm only down 7%. They paid me 113 euros in dividends so far for 166 shares I own. And yeah, I'm still down, but the dividends will make up for this one pretty soon, and I also think they can recover. Like we can see here down the performance, they are getting into the green again, so I'm pretty confident. Third payment last month came from MasterCard. They paid me €1.42. Still a tiny dividend, but they have a good dividend growth, so this will grow nicely over the next decade. I'm also buying this weekly small amounts, so this will increase over time. My monthly total with this payment is at €26.36. They have a pretty good performance over the last year. They're up 16%, and year to date they are still down 1%, so not a lot going on with MasterCard at the moment. If we look at my position, I own 3 shares of this one, a little bit more than 3 shares, and I'm up over 15%. So far I received €9 in dividends from MasterCard. Next payment came from Realty Income, the monthly paying REIT. They paid me €3.56, bringing my total to €29.92. This one will be another one I will sell in the future because I have to pay double tax every month and it's just not worth it. Looking at the performance over the last year, they're down almost 10%. Year to date they're pretty flat, down 1%. So yeah, the consistent dividends help, but not worth it for me anymore. Looking at my holdings, I'm down 4% with my 27 shares I own. I received €129 in dividends, and I'm in the green with this position considering dividends. Procter & Gamble also paid a dividend in August. They paid me €2.14, bringing my total to €32.06. And they had a pretty rough year. They are down 14%, and also year to date even worse, down 15.4%. So yeah, pretty rough times for Procter & Gamble, but of course they're still a very solid dividend company. Looking at my position, I'm still up 4% with my 3.2 shares. I received €28 in dividends so far from this one. And yeah, another position that will leave my portfolio in the near future. Maybe they will recover a bit before I sell it, but we will see. Last but not least, my Main Street dividend. The last one for me to ever receive, because as I said before, I sold this one already. They paid me €1.62, which brings my August total to €33.68. And they had a pretty good run. Over the last year, they are up 27%. Year to date, they are pretty flat. So yeah, 0.4%. Not much happening this year. Looking at my holdings, yeah, of course, 0 because I sold this one. But in total, I received €83 from them, almost 84. And I sold this one with 48% gain. So not too bad. But yeah, my last Main Street dividend I received in this portfolio. Looking at some overall dividend stats and year-over-year comparisons. So in total, I received €989 in dividends. So we will break the 1K mark this year. This will be a great milestone for this portfolio. First 1K in dividends. Really love to see it. If we look at accumulated year over year, If we go to August, so last year in August, we were at 245 euros and now we are already at 448 euros. So great progress to see here. I love this statistics and graphs to look at. Here you can really see the progress, and I could look at this every single day. If we look at the monthly comparison, you can see every month, year over year, we have a good growth. The towers get bigger every year. Also in August, although it's a slower month, still the progress is there. From 6 euros in 2023 to 20 euros 1 year later, and this year 33 euros. So that's still a good increase in my opinion. And as long as there is progress, I'm happy. Also, if we're looking at increases of total dividends year over year, we are already up 9% compared to last year, and we still have a few months to go, so this will be even higher. I'm happy. We keep investing. We have our goal of 100k and we won't stop till we reach it. Would love if you follow along on the journey. Let me know what you think of this video, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.